All right, all right. Hi, everyone. My name is Ariana, and I am founder, editor-chief of Brown Orchid magazine. And I would like to welcome to the garden makeup artist and social media influencer, Miss Kaylee White.
Hi, guys. I'm so honored to be featured in this and to be speaking with Ariana. It's community is, I talk about it all the time. Community is so important. So to
Very,
have this and for you to start this is so huge. And I want you to know that. Like, community is what is going to save us. Like,
yes, especially in these trying times that
woo.
we all of us are in the world. Um, for viewers listening, me and Kaylee were talking beforehand of why I created Brown Orchid. Community is so important, and especially as minorities, as African American women, we need to have a safe space. And if I can do it, you can do it. I am so glad to be in this position and creating opportunities for people who look like us.
Yeah.
So thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm going to get started by please tell us a little bit about yourself. How did you get started in makeup or, what were your general inspirations?
Oh, I love talking about this because it was such a journey, and I feel like people don't talk about this as much. They talk about, oh, I watch YouTube videos, and that's how I learned. But I started just with watching my mom use her Mac. All the
Yes.
Black women use the Mac.
Yes.
And my mom did a really good job. My parents did a really good job at allowing me to be comfortable in who I was first. And I had great representation. But as you move into teen years, you start picking yourself apart. Even
Hmm.
when everyone around you is building you up, it's natural. That's what you do. So I really began to get insecure in myself. And that is when Rihanna came out with Fenty Beauty in 2017.
Yes.
And that was like I don't want to say a wake up call, but it was like,
An
man,
aha moment almost.
yes,
Mhm.
it was like, man, this is beautiful. Like before Rihanna, which is sad that in 2017, 40 Shades is that
Right.
happened in 2017. It should have been happened, but um I was like, okay, I can do this. And it was fun. It was glitter. There was trophy wife. There was so many colors because usually with black women, they want to limit you into the box of
Very much so.
reds and plums. And it's like, okay. But getting into that, and that was the time where I was transitioning into college. And I went to an HBCU, Harris-Stowe
Mm,
State University,
all right.
state college. And that opened my eyes to what blackness is. Like
Hmm.
when I tell you there were so many avenues of where I could go. And I did deal with my depression and everything through that. And it's a really emotional part, but it's an important part in my story because it allowed me to get back into poetry and to find myself again and to find my voice. And through that, all of that, the insecurities, the journeys, the poetry allowed me to create art on myself. And that's essentially what makeup is for me. It's therapy. And combined with my poetry, it's beauty and poetry. Like it's me. And I really encourage everybody to get to know yourself before you pick
Hmm.
up a makeup brush because the makeup brush does not know what it's doing. You have to tell
Yes.
it what to do, you know? So,
Because you are
and
still the artist.
yes, absolutely. And you can say, I want to look like this, I want to look like that. That's fine. But if you don't know what you truly want inside, what
Hmm.
art is so important. You have to know what art you want to make. So I always encourage girls to know yourself before the makeup.
Yes, yes. And the thing is, the saying, God gives his toughest soldiers his toughest battles. And
Yes.
you have to go through something, to find the best version of yourself.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And I love how, you took, pain and depression and you really got to find yourself and your style. And definitely,
Hmm.
having the support of your parents is just tremendous.
Yeah, it was
And
is.
because representation matters too, because
Mhm.
I was the little black girl. I grew up watching That's a Raven,
Yes.
and Raven
Yeah.
Baxter
Uh,
was the little, fashion. So even the little things, I don't think people realize, that, when you see one thing, it can transform your own personality. And I do
absolutely.
want to pivot a little bit. We were talking about this before also.
Yeah.
I found you on TikTok. The
Hmm.
unicorn, the black unicorn, and your makeup style, again, like you mentioned, everyone likes to see a face and copy the face, and without knowing, oh, is this my style or not? But your style, I can look at makeup tutorials of, you know, anyone famous, like
Hmm.
Cardi B. But everyone's recreating the same thing. But when I found you, you were different. You use colors. Like I love the pink. The pink is you. So, but definitely on social media, I think everyone has their box. Everyone gets into the box of
Yeah.
um this is my style, and well, testing out all the colors of the crayon.
Hmm.
So, what is your advice for anyone who wants to pick up a brush but is afraid of like a outcome or
Ooh,
like,
yeah, that one was hard for me too. Because at first I started just doing like browns, nudes, neutrals, and I didn't really start with a lot of color because I was scared of it. And
mm-hmm,
having that insecurity, like dark skinned girls can't wear this and blah 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 and blah blah blah, and internalizing that, it made me scared of color. So one day I was having a conversation with someone and she told me, do what makes you scared. And I was like, you know
ooh,
what? I
that's a
will.
good one.
And yes, and like who makes these rules? Like it's not written in stone.
Yes,
Who cares? And I think like you mentioned Cardi B, and I think of her and I think of JT from City Girls.
yes,
Doechii, like they have all had this journey. Like they've all had this journey of being one thing and changing to something else.
mm-hmm,
And media sometimes is not okay with that, especially for Black women. They want to put you in a box.
mm-hmm,
But I want to tell people, play with color. If it makes you scared, do it. Do it harder. And
yes,
don't be scared of having that journey, because a lot of people just want to see you at that success or see you at the full face, the full beat, looking good, but they don't
mm-hmm,
want to process. So be okay with trying something and saying, "Oh, that's not it," but not having shame in that. Like, okay, that wasn't me, or I can try a bunch of different things and that be okay.
and
So, yeah.
I also have this, my like one of my like life mantras is it is okay to fail. It really is. It's okay to pick your, and this is for not even to makeup, but for
Hmm.
anything in life.
Right.
You have to put yourself out there to,
Absolutely.
hey, if it doesn't come out exactly like the tutorial, it's okay, you know?
Exactly. Yeah.
So I love that. But also talking about makeup specifically, you had touched on Fenty Beauty. Fenty Beauty was a game changer. I remember when it launched, and I also remember when she did the MAC. Was it 2013 or 2011? She did a whole MAC collaboration too.
Yeah.
But also makeup for Black women in general, we have a long history of, and even to this
Mhm.
day, Anastasia released foundation recently, and it was like four shades in 2025. And
Disrespectful.
it's so disrespectful. Um, but it's still a thing of they're not valuing the black dollar. And
Hmm.
it's these beauty brands, or even these companies, especially now with the we are US based, so
Yes.
the DEI initiatives.
Absolutely.
I am such a we have to bring money into our own community. We have to support our makeup artists. We have to support our
Hmm.
brands. And I guess my question is, how do you, where do you, especially being a black makeup influencer, see
Hmm.
the um disparities of when I'm because I'm assuming that you have done PR collabs.
Yeah.
Um and again, you can stop me if I'm wrong.
Mhm.
But is a huge disparity between black creators versus white and
Ooh, yeah.
versus or non-black creators. What are some things you've seen, some things that you experienced as a black beauty creator? Just in general too.
Yeah. So I think I have a unique perspective as well because as I was starting my beauty influencer journey, I was working at Sephora
Mm-hmm.
and talking to clients and seeing the products on the shelves and having test products and everything. Most of the test products you can't use because it's not your shade.
Mm.
And having to know more because you understand that there's so many gaps in the makeup community. If someone dark skin comes in, I'm going to have to know a lot more to make them feel welcome and to make them feel they are enough, that they can have something too. So it always felt like I was grasping at a rope that was being pulled away. And that is where TikTok played a big role in my makeup vision, I guess you want to call it, how I
Yeah.
perceive the makeup industry, and got me into really looking into small brands. And with that came into Oliva Cosmetics. She does blush really, really well,
Ooh.
and foundation. Playing in Makeup by
Taking notes so I
Yolanda.
could put in the magazine.
Absolutely. Playing and Makeup by Yolanda. She is so sweet and foundation on point, pigmentation on point, but it makes you realize that, okay, am I going to continue to feed into these messages?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yes, I have a lot of makeup by brands that don't support us.
Yes.
And it's like, okay, I have them already. I'm going to use what I have and not purchase again from them. But it's like, especially being a dark skinned woman, it's like I'm always limited. You always
Mm-hmm.
feel limited and you're always feeling like, okay, I have to go above and beyond, even in my art.
Yes.
And I see us, and I really hope this is true. I truly see us honing in and really getting serious about small makeup brands and indie
Yes.
brands because honestly, they do set the trends.
Mm-hmm.
Bigger brands steal from their plate all the time, and we see it in everything.
Yes. In
Um,
every facet, everything it's
yes,
truly black people, we are the blueprint.
we are.
You know, you see
We
it
are.
time and time again, and you are right. We have to, you know, hey, look, you can't, I have makeup from, now problematic or what,
Mhm.
they've done things. I mean, I
Yeah.
can't refund my money. I gotta use my product.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. Yeah.
um, but, but yes, especially now, um, with everything financially going on, it
Hmm.
is, best to invest into smaller brands. Like I love going onto TikTok because I will say, I mean, hopefully TikTok is still going to be around,
Yeah.
but that's how I find everything new. So I love just swiping like most of like my Christmas gifts last year were people I found on TikTok and they are
Absolutely.
small businesses.
I will
So,
say what has helped too, what has I felt like really allowed my makeup artistry to advance is doing the research
mhm,
and being in the community. Like before, the makeup was good, but when you are doing your research and you're saying, okay, there's a lot of disparities in in this community, there's a lot of brands that don't like me or that don't have my shade, it makes you get creative. It makes you be
yes.
like, okay, now I'm gonna focus on my technique. When you
Hmm.
have technique, everything else is just whatever. It's not the products, it's really your technique. And I want really for us, specifically Black women, to get so perfected in our technique that the brands don't even matter. Like what we have in in our rooms now, we can use, and
Yes.
that is okay because a lot of times you really can't find your shade.
Hmm. You have to mix and, you can kind of make a potion sometimes to even get, even for me, you know. I
Hmm.
am just brown, you know. There is not hard, but as still I'm mixing this shade, I'm mixing that shade too much.
Undertones.
And yes, um,
Yeah.
I do want to pivot a little bit. What
Mhm.
are some makeup myths or tips you have for brown skin, dark skin, black women?
Ooh. Ooh, that's a good one. Um, we already discussed one of them.
Yes,
Miss, you can play with color. You
play with
absolutely
color.
can play with
I
color.
hate the whole
Ugh,
you can't wear red. I hate it, and that's not true because we look so fucking fab in red.
so
Oh, it had to
good.
bleep me out.
So good.
So good.
And another makeup myth, I actually experienced this because I get a lot of tips from drag queens. I get tips from
One of my
everywhere.
questions, and not to interrupt, but
Oh, yeah, yeah.
if you were on RuPaul's Drag Race,
Oh,
what type of queen would you be? Would you be campy?
oh.
I feel like I know the answer already. But glam, quirky. What type of queen would would you be?
Hands down, camp.
Yes, yes.
Camp, camp. You said it first, too. Camp.
I see it.
Yeah.
I see it.
But a lot of myths I see, especially because I'm a cis woman.
Yes.
Sometimes with cis women, we're scared to get into drag. We're scared
Mm-hmm.
to get tips, and it's like we are all together. Like we are all in the same pot, y'all. Like
Yes.
we're all queens, and we all feed from each other. And I want for us to just be better at being a community. And I see a lot, like on my timeline, we give each other love, and I love my timeline. Like I built my For You page
You
brick by
built right,
brick.
right.
But seriously, like drag queens, they know the tips, the tricks. And there was a woman that commented, she's blocked now, but she
Okay.
commented on my video and she said, I'm so sad for makeup because now cis women
Wow.
cis women are starting to look like drag queens. And
Uh,
that was like, okay, that's a compliment, babe.
yes. And
Okay,
I
that
hate
just
when
meant
people use that against you. That's first of all, good that you blocked her. People are out of pocket.
out of
And first of
pocket.
all, drag queens get their inspiration from cis women. And they
It's
set
the
like
cycle.
it's a cycle, yes, truly is.
Yes. So I'm like, okay, you get your a myth is it's just one thing, and that contour is just one thing. Like, yeah, there's a foundation for everything. Like undertones play a part, and there's always a science. But once you know that foundation, get out the box. Like
Yes.
people, I don't like. I'm so tired of people trying to highlight new eras and box things in as, oh, it's clean makeup, this. Just do what you like.
Yes.
Do what you like.
There's no set of guidelines and rules. Like I hate when I try to like look up something new for
Mhm.
makeup and it's like a whole bunch of, oh, you need this product for this or
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
And it's truly is whatever you want. You know,
Exactly.
this is our canvas.
Yeah, and another thing while I was working in Sephora, which I'm 24, so
Okay.
I don't really experience ageism. Like I people don't I'm still young,
Yeah.
but with our older women, it breaks my heart and they say, "Oh, glitter is not for old women. Glitter is not
Wow.
for me." It just brings out my wrinkles, and that is a myth. That is a myth
Totally not true.
because I don't care how many wrinkles you have. The shimmer is not going to make them look worse. That's such a myth. It's your technique. It's your technique.
Technique.
Like, we really do need to treat women who age better because we all age. We all are going to get to that point.
I have a
And
thing about the ageism, and especially I see it across well, primarily younger Gen Z, not to,
mhm,
but because I also work I still one of my part-time jobs, I work at Loft. So
mhm.
um I will see especially older women, they just get so down about themselves. But life does not
Yes,
stop after a certain age. You
absolutely
still
not.
wear, you still wear the clothes. You know, you can still wear the makeup, but age is nothing, seriously, just a number.
Exactly. And I'll say this quickly because I know we have to move on. But and correct me if I'm wrong,
Mhm.
but in the Black community, age is such a beautiful thing. Like I look at my aunts and my grandma, and I'm like, I have such a life to look forward to. Like beauty does not stop. The gold hoops, the nails, the jewelry, the hair, it does not stop. It gets
Does
better.
not stop. And we
Yeah.
are still the flyest girls, even in our 40s, 50s, and 60s, okay?
Yes, yes.
And yeah. And so my other question is, if you had to do anyone's, okay, we're running out of time. If you had to do anyone's makeup in the world, in the world,
Oh,
what would you do?
that's easy. Rihanna, Rihanna.
Yes.
And Beyonce, because I know she has a specific look, but I would love to do a glam. I would love to do
I
something.
would love to see one of
Yes.
your paints on Beyonce.
I would love it. I would love it.
Love, love, love.
Yes. And for her to dance and to do what she does best with it. And Doechii. Doechii, I would love because she's playing so much more with makeup, and I
Mm-hmm.
love that. I love the girls that can play with makeup.
Doechii, I can see that too. I can see your face, your paint on Doechii.
That's the goal. That's the goal.
And quickly while we wrap up, what is the
Yes.
best advice you've ever heard?
The best advice I've ever heard. Ooh. Uh, I would say now, in this new period is release. And it's so simple, but release. Because we hold on to so much stuff that doesn't belong to us. We hold on to so much stuff that's not doing anything. And it's like just release. Release the negativity, release the standards that they put on you, release the hurt that you're still holding on to, release it.
Release the stress, release the wiggle.
Yes.
Said by Big
Yes.
Frida.
Yes. Oh my gosh, yes.
And I do want to say this quote by
Mhm.
Dr. Seuss that completely entails our conversation today, Kaylee.
Mhm.
Why fit in when you were born to stand out is one of my favorite quotes by Dr. Seuss. And
Yeah.
I want all women or everyone who's listening to take
Mhm.
that quote and in these times, be truthful, be daring, and live your life.
Absolutely.
All right,
Yes.
Kaylee. Do you have anything else you would like to say to our viewers?
Um, I would just like to say thank you guys for all that support me. Just tune in with the Black Unicorn. Tune in with Ariana Friels. You are
Yes.
doing such a big thing, and just dream big, dream.
Amen. Amen. Well, thank you, Kaylee, for coming to the garden, coming to Brown Orchid. And
Yes.
please, we will list all of Kaylee's handles, and then you can find me at the Brown Orchid Media. And that wraps up our conversation. Thank you so much, Kaylee.
Thank
All
you.
right.